Today, the Scottsboro Boys Museum celebrated the life of Archie F. Stewart, a champion of civil rights and integration not only in his native Jackson County, but here in the state of Alabama.
News 19's Archie Snowden shares a story on the life of a man who dedicated himself to making a difference in the lives of many.
The Cotton family, descendants of Archie F. Stewart, performed a song titled, "I Just Can't Give Up Now," a hymn that they say defined Stewart's life mission.
That song, that's the first song I thought about when I was going to sing today for Archie F. Stewart Day, was that song, because he always don't give up, and just keep going.
That was like the spirit of my father, because nothing would stop him. He wouldn't give up.
At the age of 13, while growing up in Jackson County in 1931, Stewart regularly hopped on a horse and buggy to attend the Scottsboro Boys trial, still considered as the most explosive trial in American history. The Scottsboro Boys trial gripped the newspaper headlines as 9 black boys were falsely accused of raping 2 white women in Jackson County. His daughter, Tijuana Cotton, says that the trial was a study point in Stewart's journey to becoming an educator and civil activist.
And he was voted as president of the Jackson County Teachers Association. And that's the only black that had held that position. And he's the only black that has ever held that position, because there hasn't been any other.
Archie F. Stewart used his educational background to break into politics, helping to establish the Alabama Democratic Conference, the Jackson County Voters League, and to serve as chairman of the zoning board to improve living conditions in the city of Scottsboro.
People would talk about my father, and I thought he was some type of hero, not knowing that he really was some type of hero. And there's a song, "If I Can Help Somebody As I Travel This Way," that was, I guess you can say, his theme, because he was always looking to help people, and that was the story of his life.
In Jackson County, Archie Snowden, News 19.
And in 1981, then Mayor of Scottsboro, Ray Owens, declared that May 23rd will forever be known as Archie F. Stewart Day.